Alrighty guys, what's going on? Hopefully you're all doing fantastic today. I have a ton of weapons here and I'm gonna be telling you what I personally feel like are the best ones and all of the loadouts they have. So we're gonna start with VS Recon because it looks absolutely amazing. A bolt action sniper rifle and, you know, bolt actions. Smash that like button if you haven't already. But the thing with bolt actions is they have been in every single game of COD. One shot, one kill, right? And here's the real thing. When you open it, when you try to go into Gunsmith, you see what's here when you unlock all of this. Why is there a ton of stuff over here? It makes you really confused, right? And there's really a ton of optics. And don't get afraid because a lot of these optics you're actually not going to be using ever. That's true. You're not going to be using most of these optics, and unless you're like playing Warzone, or if you're playing, for example, very close range, like a very optimized build. Most of the people are just fine with using the 7x for long range. Now, if it's like a smaller match or you want to do some quick scoping, some people even use a turbo 4x. Again, a lot of these optics, personally, I feel like will not be used, are very niche. For the smaller ones, they're used for something else. Now, there's obviously going to be Greaves A762, which is basically a suppressor. Then you have the compensator. The compensator is huge here. You have break, which basically, you know, just like in Warzone, it gives you a break overall. And then you have a monolithic suppressor. Now, this one I have a feeling is mostly if you're doing hip fire, no scopes of sorts. So I don't think a lot of people will be using this type of compensator. Again, most people will either choose the break if they're going more slow, especially because it's one shot, or they will use the compensator. One of these two, unless you're going for like a super stealthy thing. So then we have the barrels, which is the 24.9 the main barrel. Again, guys, if you see this, don't be too afraid. It's just following the other paths of Call of Duty. I feel like this is going to be the meta, the 21-inch Engage R barrel, because it's just a mix of these two, but it's just a bit weaker, right? It's not really noticeable. This one is a bullet velocity, which means how fast your bullet lands. For example, if you're super far away in Warzone, just try to snipe and you hit it, right? And it takes a long time. So if you pick ever damage range, it's a noob trap. Don't do that. Obviously, we have this one is a new one. Jumping aim down sight. Just a faster aim down sight is awesome. But will it really beat a bullet velocity and damage range? It's going to be hard to do that. But the issue is like... Here we can see tag driver location damage multiplier improves neck damage and aiming idle sway at the cost of aim down sight. So basically it means that you can hit the neck, I'm guessing, and aim a bit better. And then what you can do is just it's a huge cost. Like this vertical recoil, I don't think anyone will play that. So personally, I would pick here Engage R barrel. We have also the stock pad, which has control light pad, breach pad, heavy pad, stronghold stock pad, outpost raider pad. Personally, whatever you pick here, it is not bad at all. But what's gonna be best here is, in my opinion, obviously as you go into more, sometimes if it's higher level, it doesn't mean it's better. It just means it's more experimental. So again, if this is like level 40 on, don't think this one is the best. What it means is it's gonna be easier to do like an aggressive build with this one. And here we see hip fire, movement speed, strafing, movement speed. Then we see breach pad. I mean, like stability, heavy pad. If someone is shooting at you, that is great for me. Like, and then you have hip fire spread, which you're never gonna be used. So be careful because some of these, you're never gonna be using them. Like again, are you gonna be shooting with a sniper from your hips? Like you're not gonna be aiming down sight? No, then probably it won't work, right? So we got the under barrel, has the hard guard, horizontal recoil control, aiming idle stall. This handguard is just insanely looks good. Again, everything here is good, and I just feel it's gonna be a safe pick. But any of these is also gonna be okay. I really don't think, like, even a movement speed is totally fine. Obviously, either the handguard breacher or the static C is gonna be just fine here. We got the magazine, dash line, speed mag, extended Z mag, extended 2. Obviously, here I feel like the extended Z mag, the more magazine ammo capacity you have. Do you really need a mag size of 10 to have a worse reload speed? I'm not too sure. But this is gonna go a long way in Warzone personally. if this sniper is going to be the meta. Obviously, the poise grip here is strong, and skeletal grip are just what we needed in the previous Black Ops. This is, take the shelf grip if you're more into quick scoping, but if you get shot at, you know, forget it, because the flinch resistance is just crazy. You also have this one. This is the, they just made all the quick scoping stuff they made at the end because they know people were going to be quick scoping. So they wanted like people to go to level 40 or 50 with this gun and then actually, you know, push through and attack with it. So here we can see tactical stance, laser visible tactical stance. I don't know why you would do that at all. Like, why would you need a tactical stance for sniper? It's basically an alternate mode of firing. Most people are probably going to be taking an instinct laser, which can like quick scope. Or even like this doesn't seem that bad. Again, lasers aren't that bad anymore, but obviously a lot of you should go for the lightning bolt, which means that you can fire more safely. If you miss a shot, no worries, you can just reload very fast. So personally, I just recommend a lightning bolt over here, but you obviously see some other loadouts. So that, there you have it. That's it. You have a perfect VS Recon. Again, I can't show you because these aren't locked yet, but personally, as I told you, you should be able to fill up all of these, maybe skip, you know, for example, even if you skip a laser, that's completely fine, and then bam, you have VS Recon available for you at level 45, and you can start sniping, you know, players in the game. There's obviously like quick scope builds, and then there's the best just casual build. So I told you which ones are good and which ones are bad, and all of the attachments we have for today, guys. Smash that like button.